Do you want to learn how to make your very own poppet plush fidget toy? I'll show you how.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
What's up, guys? It's Doctor Squish. I hope that everything is going exactly as you planned today. If it's not, we'll try again tomorrow. It'll be fine. I am gonna show you another how-to today, another do-it-yourself, another how to make tutorial. I don't know. I'm gonna show you how to make something. Are you ready? So I did a video on how to make a cactus poppet. It was very cool, and you guys seem to like it. In case you don't even know what I'm talking about, this is the world's newest popular fidget toy, a poppet toy. This is a basic poppet. It's like perpetual bubble wrap, right? Now that's what they say it's like. I don't think it's really like bubble wrap at all, but everybody's got one of these. They come in tons of shapes, colors. It's just this silicone thing. And I made one out of a super cool candy package. It looked like a cactus and it was awesome. I'll actually link that video down below. If you haven't seen that one, you can go check it out. But today I'm gonna show you how to make your own plush poppet fidget toy. What the heck are you talking about, Dr. Squish? It's this guy. Oh my gosh, he's like a monster. Oh, he's so crazy. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know he looks like a cat that just had kittens. Yes, I know he looks like he's about to give me some delicious dairy beverage. I get it. This is his poppet parts. It's so cute. He's so cute. I'm gonna make a pink one today. I absolutely love him. He's so super soft. You guys look. Look at his super cute little hairsies. He's so kawaii and he's very poppable. Yes! So I absolutely love him. Let me let you hear the pop. So if you want to know how to make your very own plushy poppet monster toy, come on, let's go! Okay, so if you guys are ready to make your own poppet monster, let's talk about all of the different supplies you are going to need. Okay, so first things first and the most important is this silicone chocolate mold. This is a small half sphere silicone mold. This is the one that I bought. I don't have an Amazon listing, but here's what I bought. It actually says set of 2, but when it came, it was a set of 3. And what I noticed is they don't pop very well. I was so disappointed, but I found out that when you stack 2 on top of one another like this, they actually pop really well. So we are going to be bonding 2 of these together to make a much better pop than what they do when they're just single, just one layer. Since we're going to be cutting out 4 half spheres from each mold, just like this, and then we're going to be doubling it up, you can actually get 3 poppets from each mold. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a hot glue gun, marker, pencil, or fabric chalk. You need some furry fabric. They sell this at all fabric stores, and I got this one off of Amazon. It is fabric back with fur on the front, and it's fake fur. This is where I got it. I do not have a link for this either, but this is the one I bought. They were 8 by 8 inch squares. You may need some fabric paint if you want to use it. You may need some felt or glitter fabric or foam, craft foam, because you can make these however you really want. This is the most important part. You need a silicone-based adhesive. Nothing else will stick silicone to silicone. It has to be silicone-based. You cannot use Elmer's or school glue or hot glue. It will just peel right off. For the one I'm making, you also need my monster printable. I am going to be putting a link to this from my website down below in the description, so you can go print that out for free. Also need some thin cardboard. I love using cereal boxes because they're the perfect thin cardboard, but you could use thick cardstock or any thin cardboard you got. First thing we're gonna do is trace our stencil from our monster onto the cardboard and then cut it out. You're also going to want to cut out the little window in the middle. After you've cut out the first one, go ahead and trace a second one because you want 2 of these little cardboard guys. That looks perfect. You can line them up and see if anything needs to be trimmed off to kind of make them even. Okay, now we are going to cut out what we're going to use from our poppet. You can kind of test how big you need it to be. It needs to be just a little bit bigger than the window in the stencil. So we're going to cut out the middle for this one. I can just use regular scissors, it's really soft. And I'm just going to kind of wing it, but you can draw a line if it helps you to know where you want to cut it. And then I'm going to cut this right in the center because we are going to stack these up and glue or bond them together. The silicone bond actually comes with this handy tip, and I put a toothpick in it so it wouldn't dry, but it dried anyway and I broke it, so I'm just going to have to use the thing. Parents, this is really important. This is not Elmer's or school glue. Do not let your kids use this. Caution should be used at all times and only use it in a well-ventilated area. It is a very strong smell. If it gets on your skin, your clothes, your carpet, your anything, it's not coming off. It's not meant to because this is not glue. Okay, so I'm just going to be putting it all around the silicone area. Just kind of, we want it to stick all together and really be bonded together well. So I'm just going to kind of go all the way around the perimeter and in the center with it, being very, very careful not to get it on myself. It doesn't come off. Okay, then we are gonna stick them together just like that, and it should be bonded within a couple hours. Okay, you're gonna wanna put the bond also around the window, but we're not gonna do the whole entire Cheerios box or the whole entire cardboard, just around where the silicone's gonna go. We're gonna put it right around this little window here, just the back part first. And then we're gonna set it on. The cool thing about this bond is you can move the piece around. It's not like hot glue, it doesn't set right away. So if you don't get it quite right, you do have some wiggle room to move it around the way you need it to. Okay, now we are gonna put that bond on the other side in the same exact place, just around the little window here. And we are going to put that on top of our poppet. Now this actually needs to set for 24 hours according to the instructions on the silicone. It takes about that long for it to cure. I'm just gonna be making mine today, but it'll be kind of set in about, 2 or 3 hours and then 24 to cure completely. Let's go ahead and hot glue the rest around. I'm just gonna be hot gluing around the perimeter. That's all that really needs it. So just go around the edges and hot glue your cardboard together. Parents, again, I'm talking to you. There should always be supervision if a hot glue gun is being used. They are very dangerous. Okay, now we're gonna be using the fabric. It's got a fabric backing on this fur, and the fur is directional. It means it goes in a right way. So you don't want your monster's fur to be going upside down, so just kind of make sure you're paying attention when you're cutting it out. We're gonna use my stencil, and I'm gonna use some fabric chalk to mark out the stencil, but you can use a pencil or a marker or whatever. It's gonna be on the back, so you're not gonna really see it. Doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna go all the way around and then cut this guy out. Just like that. Okay. So a little tip here, I'm just gonna be using the tips of my scissors. You'll see what I mean in a second because I don't wanna give him a haircut. I mean, you can, but I don't want to chop his hair. So I'm gonna use the tips of the scissors just like this in the fabric only, because if I'm opening up my scissors really big and just doing a chop, it's actually gonna give him a haircut, and that's not what I'm going for. Not yet anyway. Okay, like that. I'm gonna cut all the way around my stencil. Kind of stop right here. I want the fur on his feet and legs to kind of be fluffy, so I don't want to cut it off. So you'll see what I mean right here. I just went all the way around the fabric, and when I pull it out, you can see his hair is still long, but you can give him a haircut if you want. I'm going to cut out the little window part, and this is really going to be the only part that I'm going to give him a haircut. So I don't want his hair to be going over the poppet. I want to be able to see the poppet, so I'm just going to give him a little trim right here. Trim his little monster bangs. You don't have to if you want the hair going over the poppet. This is your monster. You do whatever you want. Then we're going to check and see that it looks like we want to. We can trim up the hair however we feel is the right way to go. Then we're going to use the hot glue to very carefully glue the fabric on. I like to do it a little bit at a time. So you see, I'm just gonna do the top part, and then I'm gonna do the next, like just do it in stages. That way, if you do the whole thing and don't like the placement, you're messed up. So you can just do it a little bit at a time, going all the way around the perimeter, just like we did when we glued the cardboard together. Perfect. And then we're gonna get his little feet glued down, and then everything is gonna be awesome. Perfect. Okay. Now we are going to be making his horns and eyes. This is where you can get super creative. I used felt and paint on this guy, but today I'm gonna be using this foam because I don't wanna wait for the paint to dry. I also used felt on this one's horns, but I think I am going to use this glitter fabric today just for something different. I'm gonna make him like a unicorn monster. So I'm just gonna trace his little horn shape on the back of the glitter fabric, just like that. And then we're gonna cut that out. And I'm gonna make him just one horn and put it right in the center of his noggin, just like that. So I'm just gonna hot glue that down. Perfect. It's so cute and glittery, oh my goodness. Okay, and now I'm going to trace the eyes onto my felt, and you're gonna want 2 of these, so carefully cut out your circle. Today I'm going to be using this black craft foam just because I don't want to wait for paint to dry. So I'm going to actually trace the eye shape, but then cut it out a little bit smaller because these are his pupils. So you can see I'm just going to kind of cut inside the line because I want him to have really big cute pupils, big kawaii pupils, but just right inside the white part, just like that. Perfect. Okay, and since this is self-stick craft foam, I'm just going to peel the back off and stick it on my felt. It's going to look good. He's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna actually go ahead and glue the eyes down. You might do better to paint the little white dots on first, but I just wanna go ahead and stick them down. So I'm gonna use some hot glue to really mush them into the fabric. Again, being careful with the hot glue, but you really wanna mush it into the fur, otherwise they're gonna be floppy. I'm gonna use the tip of my pencil to paint on the little white dots. It makes his eyes a little more kawaii, and I have a little more control with the pencil tip than I do with a paintbrush, so I like to do that. The little white dots already make him look so much cuter, and I think he's done. He's so cute, guys. I love it, and you can kind of cut his hair and do him however you want, but he's finished. And you can really customize this guy however you want. Use different color fabrics, use glitter, use all sorts of stuff, bows, ribbons, it doesn't matter. You can make him how you want. And if you've let him set for 24 hours, then he should be ready for popping. Let's have some ASMR. I feel like I have pink fluff all in my hair. This is my little pink monster. Oh, this one's even cuter than this one. Actually, they're just cute in different ways. They look like 2 totally different little guys, but they both have the same pop ability. Actually, this one I think pops even better than the first one. That's actually really good. Here, I want to show. I mean, that has as good of a sound, I think, as when you do this one. It's actually kind of louder. This is actually a really super fun craft to do, and you have this super cute little plushy poppet pal. I think it's awesome. And you can really kind of customize these however you want. You can do their horns differently. You can put glitter on them. You can do their hair any kind of way. So I hope you had fun watching me make these guys. I had a lot of fun making them. And if you try to make this, make sure and let me know. Tag me in Instagram or in TikTok. And I would really love to see. I love seeing what you guys do. And I would really love to see your plushy poppet. And please leave me a comment to let me know what other type of fidgets you want to see me make, you want to see me try to do. I have a lot of fun doing these DIYs. They make me super happy to find other ways to make these popular toys. Also, I haven't even thought of this. Please leave me a comment on what you think these guys' names should be. Because I didn't actually name them. Usually I name everything, and I didn't name these guys, and I think that they're really, really funny. Awesome. Hope you have fun, and I will see you on my next show. Bye-bye, Squishy fans.